Hey everyone, Edward West Summers. Okay, so about Telltale Games, The Walking Dead. I've noticed, and it's the same thing with the live action show. I've noticed every season, it's always the same plot. It's like rinse, repeat. It's like either there's the plot, either somebody within their group is bad or unstable or whatever, or when the group reaches a safe hideout from walkers or zombies or whatever, the hideout is either compromised with walkers invading, or that they're the head honcho of the group is bad and you have to because he's corrupt, or their policy is corrupt or whatever, or bad, or it clashes with whatever. I used to watch the show. I used to love the show. The show to me got into overrated territory around season 4 or 5. And this is the problem with many shows when they get a fan base, is that the writing tends to... The writers here and stuff lately tend to be once we get enough people liking, we don't have to put as much of an effort fully into our writing. I mean, a number of shows do this. Some shows, I don't know. Some shows it just happens. But, I mean, and it's the problem with the game, is that the game, it's always, I mean, going into season 4, I knew either it was going to get invaded, which, I mean, we're only in episode 1 now, it might still get invaded. I'm gonna have to put spoilers in the title, because I know it's gonna be people who probably still haven't seen episode 1 of season 4 yet, of the final season. But, I mean, I knew that it was either going to get invaded, which there's 3 episodes left, that's still a possibility, or that someone in the group is bad. Or that the group, or that someone that in this new hideout is bad, or the whole group is. And that ended up being, the case with Marlon. And I mean, honestly, the character, he seemed okay. I mean, and it just felt like, I understand, some people are really well at hiding abusive tendencies, and that's what he did towards the end of the episode. But the way that they wrote it, it felt like such a character 180. It felt like such, I mean, I wasn't really surprised. I suspected, especially with the whole thing with the sisters, Sophie and Minerva, yeah. I suspected that he went and did that. I suspected that he was involved with, that he gave them to somebody, or he did something, just not, kill them. And it ended up being the case. It just, the whole, killing Brody, even if he genuinely didn't mean to, him, hitting her with the flashlight or whatever, that still, that still happened. But, I mean, what I mean is that it just felt like a character 180. Honestly, I mean, I can appreciate that at least this season they really did try to change up the gameplay a little bit, because I mean, I saw the gameplay and it's, I mean, that's great. That's great. I mean, the graphics look, I mean, really good. I mean, they really, at least the graphics team, I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. But, I mean, and that's the thing, with the show, I lost interest I mean, I watched season 4, I watched season 5 and 6. Honestly, I just don't care anymore. It's become so I don't know about, like, oversaturated. I've watched another video where I watched a live stream by, I think, Vine Sauce, and he was, doing a stream for Castlevania Rondo Blood, and he mentioned that it's been oversaturated. I agree, but, I mean, to me, I just don't care anymore. It's just something, like, I'm only watching, like, this is, like, regarding Walking Dead, watching this last season, this is my swan song. This is my last Walking Dead thing that I'm, like, going to watch, like, enjoy, like, story, whatever, ever. Because I'm done with the show. I never read the comics. Done with the show. The game, I mean, I've read in the trivia for this, they're saying that this will be the end of, like, or this is the last season that they're doing with Clementine, but they're still going to be doing Walking Dead stuff in the future. Personally, I would just say they already have other franchises now. They don't have to continue with Walking Dead. They're doing Telltale Batman, they're doing Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they're doing some other stuff. I don't really know. But all I'm saying is that with this, like, that's what I'm saying, is that I'm just, after this season, I'm done. I just don't care anymore. It's weird that the people who play this, it's very odd that, like, they don't seem to notice, like, the thing says at the end of, like, each episode, or at least the start of each season, that the game is, like, tailor-made, like, based on the choices you make. In some subtle ways, it's true, but it still follows the same plot. If it was really tailored by the choices you make, there would be a whole bunch of different plots, a whole bunch of different branching of the stories and everything. And, I mean, I could go into the whole Kenny debate, the whole, like, one of the choices is, no, I won't leave you, like, you have Clementine say, I know I won't leave you, and regardless, the end result is that she ends up still, like, running away, where Kenny keeps telling her to go, and she runs. I mean, I could get into that whole shit, but, I mean, I understand, like, I think because I think the end result, they wanted Clementine on her own, and honestly, if they had this plan from, I think originally, if I'm correct, I think originally this was just going to be, when they did season 1, it was just going to be one season. There was so much popularity from the first season, that's why they ended up doing season 2, if I'm correct. So, I think when they did, I don't know, I think at first they wanted Clementine as the lead, but had to have, like, they were going to bring Kenny back, which, I mean, obviously it was a given, because we didn't hear him, like, them eating him, we didn't hear him scream, we didn't hear any, like, indication that he was dead, but it was like, they figured, like, okay, we'll have Clementine, but we'll bring Kenny back, and then by season 3, obviously. By season 3, they were like, okay, well, let's just kill him off. For realsies. Honestly, and that's the thing, at this point, I don't care about anything Walking Dead anymore. I don't care about the show. The game, this was my last thing, and even then, they're just recycling the same plots. The only reason why I'm watching is because Clementine. The new PS4 game, I think it's PS4 or Xbox One. The new game, I think the characters look cool. I think that'll be great. I just don't give a shit. I don't really care. I think honestly, because they keep recycling the same plot, I think, even though I think the game's going to be told from 4 different perspectives, which is unique, even though I think the game will be, from what I've been able to gather, it's going to be told through the perspectives of 4 different people. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they just reused or rehashed the same plots from the show or the game or the Telltale game or anything like that. I mean, it's not I mean, to me, I don't know. This, I don't know. I felt like doing a video on this. I mean, I don't even know. Honestly, I don't want them to kill off Clementine, but they might end up doing. I mean, I'm calling it now. They might end up ending season 4 the same way they ended season 1, where it's like AJ putting down Clementine. I mean, they might go and say that that's them being poetic because of what happened at the end of season 1. Honestly, I would think of that both as being poetic and both as being poetic, and also kind of just rehashing what they did in the first season. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just all this stuff going on. But like I said, though, I mean, I appreciate that they're anting, like, that they were not anting-upping or whatever, improving the gameplay. That I can appreciate. It's just the whole zombie genre. It's kind of like how I've been feeling with Star Wars. I'm under Star Wars fatigue because they keep releasing films so damn often. I've gotten to the point where it's just, I'm just starting to I'm trying to care for Star Wars, but I don't even know why I'm bringing up because fatigue, but between that and then Last Jedi and then the whole thing Rian Johnson saying on Twitter that if you don't like my movie, you're racist or sexist. I was really hoping that there wouldn't be, like, we weren't going to be having another Ghostbusters 2016 fiasco where you have to deal with some shit-faced director saying if you don't like my movie or have any legitimate criticisms for it, you're racist or sexist. I mean, and it's tiring seeing people accusing fans of being racist or sexist when they just wanted a good movie. I mean, Rian Johnson did that. I wouldn't be surprised if Kathleen Kennedy did that. Stephen Colbert did that. And I don't care what anybody says that it was going after the actual racist or sexist or whatever. Because honestly, I saw his video, and honestly, it was 3 minutes of him looking like an idiot, if you ask me. Because if he knew anything, he wasn't going after racist people or sexist people. He was going after just going after all fans. It's honestly a good thing I didn't even give a shit about Stephen Colbert. Because I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna say this, honestly, I found it infuriating. Even if you don't support Trump, I found it infuriating. And I don't even support Trump. I think it's infuriating that ever since Trump won, that it's become this whole thing where it's like, and I've seen the YouTube videos, so I know this is true. I don't even watch the show. I see his YouTube videos on trending and on recommended and whatever crap. And it seems every day or every other day he does something that bashes Trump. And, I don't even care. I don't care. I don't support Trump. I don't care. All I'm saying is, statistically speaking, if all you're going to, make jokes about is just Trump just one topic, if you're limiting yourself to just one topic to have jokes, to make jokes at or bash or whatever, then you're not really a good comedian. If you're just limiting yourself to one thing. You could be joking about any of the other stuff going on in the world right now, or talking about, or just making up other funny jokes, but you're not. You're talking about one topic. It's either, honestly, I can't really blame Colbert for this, because, I mean, he doesn't even write the jokes. He has people who write the jokes. He just performs them. But I just don't care. I mean, honestly, I think that was the reason. I think that was partially the reason why they canceled Craig Ferguson, because honestly, I watched episodes of his show before it ended up getting axed by CBS, and he wasn't really politically motivated. He was just funny. He was telling jokes. And it seems we can't even have that now. James Corden, I guess, is funny. I've seen some of his stuff, but his stuff, he has a tendency of getting politically motivated as well. I mean, I wasn't really big into like late night talk shows. I mean, usually I watched Craig Ferguson because usually I'd watch Inside Edition after, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm going way off topic. I go from Walking Dead to late night talk show hosts. But anyways, I don't really have any other videos on my mind right now. The Buffy video that I did, the Buffy news video about the whole Buffy reboot not being a reboot, that one I did mainly because I did the video, I recorded it, but I actually waited a few days. Well, I didn't even wait, I just didn't upload it. I didn't upload the Buffy video until I think a few days or a week after. I have one other video that I want to do, and it's for a friend of mine, because he loves X-Men, but he doesn't read the comics, he doesn't read the current Marvel comics, and I figured there's been a lot of status quo changes with the X-Men heroes and villains that I feel like doing this big video talking about all of the stuff, good and bad, that they've been doing to the characters. And just as a recap, what's going on, because there's been a lot of status quo changes in the past couple years. Wolverine might be a completely separate video, because other than him dying, they still haven't fully, they haven't even finished the story about his return and what exactly has changed. Other than he's returned, he apparently has hot claws, his claws can produce heat now or something, or get hotter, which is weird. It'll probably be forgotten if you ask me, but anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up. This is Edward West Summers signing out. Bye.